Want to know how to eat like a local?
Stay tuned and we'll tell you how. Hey, it's Hal Cone.
And Chris Cone with Cone Realty Group.
If it's your first time to your channel, I would be remiss if I didn't remind you to make sure you click that subscribe button and that bell icon so you're notified each and every time we release a new video about living, working, and playing in the amazing Roanoke Valley.
That's right. And if you have friends, family, or yourself you're thinking about moving to or within Roanoke, Salem, Botetourt, please give us a call, send us an email, or shoot us a text.
Welcome, and I'm thrilled that you're here today because we're going to talk about one of my favorite things, and that is eating. Yes, if you know sign language, that's the eat sign, and I love to eat. So we're going to share with you some of our favorites here in the Roanoke Valley. We've got a ton of options in Roanoke when it comes to food and the delicacies that you can be tempted with here today.
Yeah, so today on this video, we're just going to tell you some of our favorites. By no means is this a comprehensive list. I mean, we've got tons of genres of food that we don't even cover, and we can make 7 videos, but we're not. We're going to make one. Some of our favorites are go-to places, if you will.
Yes.
And we'll tell you the name, where they're located, and what we usually get. So when you're here, you can eat like a local. And hey, if you live here already, let us know some of your favorite spots. We'd love to try them out if we haven't already.
That's right. Okay, so these are in no particular order. These are all wonderful options, but we're going to start off first with 419 West Restaurant, which is located in South Roanoke County.
Yeah, and this is why we love 419 West. It is consistently great food. Every time we go there, I don't know that I've ever been disappointed. It's just excellent food across the board, and they have a variety of foods to choose from. Their motto, if you will, is called, it's a combination of casual and upscale food. So you can get a little bit of anything there. One thing I like is the upscale bar too. I mean, and that place gets packed.
Yeah, I was gonna say they have happy hour, I think Monday through Thursday or Friday from 4 to 7. Awesome opportunities for drinks, but I mean, it gets covered up. So get there early so you can partake in some of their happy hour specials.
Yes, and then in addition to that, they have fantastic private event space. We've used that a couple of times.
Yeah, we have.
My parents' 50th anniversary, and it was just a beautiful venue. And it's just, you always feel like you're treated very well there too.
You do, absolutely. And then let's talk about what we like to eat, because you know, I like to eat.
Yes,
so the Big Gator is my favorite item to get on the menu whenever it comes to lunch.
Right.
And for dinner, I usually will get a steak.
Yeah, and also I remember the Applewood smoked burger.
Ooh,
that's one thing that is our go-to. So I like that one a lot. And also the salmon BLT, it is so good. It's like wood grilled salmon BLT with lemon dill sauce. And also, I always get their potato, it's fried onion and potato straws.
Potato straws, yeah.
Yeah, mixed together. They're so good. So you have to get those.
All right, let's tell you about Mac and Bob's, which is located in Salem, right downtown. And it is a staple here for the college students as well as the locals for good food and good libations.
Yes, and they have a beautiful outdoor patio. And let me just tell you, I love the history. You know, I'm a history buff. They've got history all along the walls. It makes you feel like it's really community feeling. But it went from a 10-stool pub in 1980 to now there's over 330 seats.
Yes, and like Friday nights, Saturdays, over the weekends, it is packed out. So we'd love to see the community support for them.
Yeah, and they have an 80 tap bar, so there's lots of options for libations if you're into that. And they just have really great American food. So one thing that I love to get is the Katie salad, and that's grilled chicken with seasonal fruit, and it is so delicious. Or if I'm feeling saucy, I will get the, what is it called? Thai chicken bowl, and it's got a peanut sauce and vegetables and over udon noodles. It's so delicious.
But it's usually a little too spicy. For it.
It's so good though. I'm like, it's fine. I'm crying. It's fine. It's so delicious.
Well, and I always say I'm going to be healthy when I go there and not get this, but I'm a sucker every time. The Boston Zone, all out, the full big kit and caboodle, because it's not just this big. It's like this big, like the whole like pizza pan size is how big it is. And I'm like, I'll just eat half and I'll take it home.
Well, explain what it is.
Oh yeah, it's a calzone with mozzarella cheese. It's got chicken tenders inside of it with buffalo sauce over it. And then, of course, you got to dip it in ranch.
Yes.
When you're looking for fine dining, you're going to check out Billy's RITZ, which is in downtown Roanoke.
Yeah, I would say that this is pretty much our go-to restaurant for date nights. We really, really enjoy the menu and the atmosphere. And it's really neat because you can have fine dining inside or a more relaxed, casual atmosphere. Thank you. Experience our atmosphere on their courtyard. And it's strung with lights, and it's got comfortable cushions and then like a fire pit. You can have cocktails and appetizers and food too. But it's just it's a beautiful.
And that's the spot you're going to want to go to spring, summer, and fall whenever it's not raining, because it's actually open air courtyards. It's got its own little bar, kind of self-sufficient.
Right.
And it's really a cool place to hang out. Even if you're just waiting to go in to do fine dining, great place to hang out ahead of time. Well, let's jump into the food.
Well, hold on. They have private event space too.
Oh boy.
So private parties definitely welcome here, as well as I wanted you to know that they have fantastic brunch menu too. So check this place out for brunch. But yeah, what do you like to eat at Billy's RITZ?
Me, I'll get the shrimp and grits. So it's got shrimp, ham, grits. They're nice and buttery and rich to go with the shrimp. So very tasty.
And they're stone ground grits, so they're real thick and coarse and yummy. I always get the bacon wrapped scallops. They are superb. And then whatever else goes with that. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I want those bacon wrapped scallops. They're so good. Usually cheddar smashed potatoes and grilled asparagus will make a perfect evening for me.
Now, if you're looking for intimate dining in a casual atmosphere, you're going to check out Zone in Daleville Town Center out in Botetourt County.
Yes, and we have lots of videos about Daleville Town Center. Make sure you check that out. But love going to Zone. It's really a nice wine bar as well as wood-fired kitchen. So you can get lots of amazing food. They have a variety of things. So it's not just wood-fired pizzas, but they have chops and steaks and all kinds of stuff.
And pasta.
Pasta, thank you.
Yeah.
So what do we usually get there?
The carne wood-fired pizza, because I like my meat, and then I also like to make sure I have that savory wood-fired pizza, not just your traditional throw in the oven pizza. Wood-fired is better. Yeah,
and if you can imagine just any kind of meat on a pizza, that's the carne.
Yeah.
It's
pepperoni,
delicious.
Italian sausage, ham,
prosciutto.
Yummy, yummy. Now let us tell you about DOGWOOD Cafe in the town of Vinton, which is inside of Roanoke County.
Yes, so this is the place that you would go for down-home cooking.
Yummy,
and
yummy.
It's been open since 1948, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So you can get anything from meatloaf to cobblers or
French toast, pancakes, big old omelets,
pork chops.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so they just serve what their motto is: come as you are for home cooked food.
There you go. And if I'm going to get some home cooked food there, I'm going to get Salisbury steak with squash and potato salad.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yum.
And I looked at their menu recently and I was like, ooh, I've got to try that country style steak with some mashed potatoes and green beans.
Yeah, because if you got country style steak or you got Salisbury steak, honestly, you got to have some mashed potatoes and gravy to go with it. I'm just saying.
That's right. That's very much like my parents' cooking. What about yours?
Well, the funny thing is my mom grew up in the Midwest, right? But she learned to cook Southern style because I grew up in Southwest Georgia. So with that, yes, it's exactly what I would have had at home, because she learned that that's what we liked, and that's what she was able to cook for us in South Georgia. So sweet. So let's mosey on over to River and Rail, which is in South Roanoke City, not a stone's throw away from Carilion Hospital if you're looking for a landmark.
Yes, it is located right there in historic South Roanoke, and it is just a wonderful atmosphere. That's what I think that we like about a lot of these restaurants. They just provide a wonderful atmosphere, whether it's date night or a quick lunch. You can still go and have a great time. But this is a white tablecloth restaurant. What is so amazing about this Southern Bistro style restaurant is that they really focus on having locally sourced, organic, seasonal ingredients, and that's why the menu changes daily.
And how awesome is that? So you don't get tired of the same thing over and over again, right?
Yeah, and everything's made from scratch in-house here.
Yeah, and so whenever we go, the running joke for us, if you've ever seen our videos, is the fact that, we are country and we get put in the city at times, right?
Yeah.
So with that, the last time that we went there for a big celebration, we got homemade pork rinds,
So good.
and champagne.
And that's us. We're a little metro and a little country.
That's right, yeah.
And they were delicious homemade pork rinds. They were the best I've ever had.
They were super tasty, absolutely. And then for actual dinner, I got the hanger steak, because you know me, I like my beef.
Yes, and I got the East Coast halibut, and their sides always change too, and they were phenomenal. So you're not going to go wrong at River and Rail, one of our favorites.
Now let us tell you about the Village Grill, which is in Grandin Village in the city of Roanoke.
Right. This is truly a community gathering spot. I love what this restaurant has become for the community, and it just keeps expanding, and it has great ideas, great facilities. It's just a lot of fun. They have outdoor entertaining areas, patio space you can eat at. You can even bring your leashed canine in some areas, but they have a bocce court. They even have a stage where they have live entertainment, and really cool things, specials like Taco Tuesday. Who doesn't want to get around Taco Tuesday? And Salad Wednesday. Would you love that? You would like Burger Thursday.
Yes, that's my Thursday right there, yes.
Yeah, so it's a great spot to come visit. And then what do you usually get? Do you remember?
Get the Wahoo burger, which
Yes.
has some barbecue meat on it, right? And then the burger, it's a pepper jack cheese, so a little spice and lots of meat, because I like my protein.
Yeah. And I usually get the fish and chips, which are so good. If I'm not going to get a salad, their salads are huge. But the fish and chips is really good, and they have Old Bay fries with it, so I eat that up.
Taste of Asia you will find right at the triangulation of Tanglewood, South Roanoke County, and South Roanoke, the city part of it. So if you're close to Tanglewood, right before you get to South Roanoke City, you are going to find Taste of Asia.
I really like Taste of Asia because their menu is huge. And you can get, it just offers so much from various parts of Asia. There's Thai, there's Japanese, there's Chinese, there's sushi, an extensive sushi menu. And it's just such a fun place to stop and just be able to learn a little bit about what flavors you like, try new things, and also just go back. I always go back to my old favorites. Is that what you do, or do you like trying new things?
I will try new things, but my staple when I go there is to get the beef and broccoli. So it's very, very good. The flavor is phenomenal in my opinion, because I've tasted others, and I always come back to beef and broccoli at Taste of Asia.
Yes, and I really dig the Evelyn roll sushi, and it is fantastic. It's seared tuna, and it is deep fried, and it doesn't sound very healthy, but it's delicious, and then it has this amazing sauce on top, and it is, I could just eat the whole thing. I'm getting really hungry talking about Taste of Asia.
Well, we
sushi.
seem to always do our videos right before lunchtime, right?
But Taste of Asia is a great place to go if you're not really quite sure what you want, and there's just so much to choose from, so highly recommend that one.
Variety is king. So the Pine Room at Hotel Roanoke in downtown Roanoke is a great spot that they just recently renovated, and it is a fun place to go and eat.
Yes, it is. So it is renovated, like you said, and so that it has an open air kitchen. You can see the chefs right there working in front of you, preparing such a delicious treat. And what I love is that this is really they really focus on Virginia's Blue Ridge flavor, so that authentic flavor. So they try to get locally sourced ingredients. And right in the bottom of the menu, you can see where the different foods come from.
That is so awesome. You know how we are. We love supporting local. So to see the Hotel Roanoke at the Pine Room, that they're doing that as well, it really makes us like them even better.
Right.
And then whenever they expanded and they remodeled, they also have a new patio area out there as well, right?
That's right. The terrace area you can certainly eat at as well. And on the other side it's adjacent to is the 1882 lobby bar, which is just a beautiful space. It gets pretty crowded on the weekends.
Yeah.
But
Especially during football season coming up.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I forgot about that. But it's a great space. So you can go to the bar, have a drink, have coffee, whatever you'd like, and then mosey on into the Pine Room at Hotel Roanoke. So what do you usually get? Do you remember? It's pretty fancy.
I get the bone-in ribeye
Yes.
with rosemary, fingerling potatoes, Swiss chard, and then a smoky au jus style sauce over the top.
Oh. And I usually get the roasted half chicken with a lemon, thyme, and mixture on it, and then also it has a mashed potato with it, as well as heirloom carrots. That sounds delicious. And last time we went there, we sat by the fire, and it was just, it was such a beautiful night.
Looking for an iconic spot for a quick bite to eat? Then you're gonna need to check out the Texas Tavern in downtown Roanoke.
Yes, this is one of my favorite places. It's a 1930s diner with only 10 bar stools.
10.
10, that's it. And I think they have a sign that even says serving thousands of people 10 at a time, and that is true. This is really a Roanoke staple. It's a Roanoke tradition. If you want to eat like a local, you got to go to the Texas Tavern. And guess what? It's open 24 hours, 7 days a week.
Yeah, and be careful how you order so you don't get made fun of, because they will make fun of you if you don't order just right.
No, they won't. Loyal customers have this lingo going on at the Texas Tavern, so you do have to know what you're going to order, but they won't make fun of you.
They won't. I'm just kidding. I might get made fun of, but not you.
So what do you usually get?
Me, I get the cheesy western, right? Because I want to get a hamburger with some cheese on it and an egg on top. Because, well, guess what? I'm going for the protein along with the carbs.
Yes, and I usually get 2 dogs walking and a bowl with.
That's right.
Do you know what that means?
2 dogs walking in a bowl with. That means you're getting 2 hot dogs to go.
Yes, walking.
And then your bowl with is chili with onions on top.
Good job.
Yeah. Nailed it.
Yeah, but it's a great place to dine any time of the day, and I love this place.
And whatever you do, don't ask for ketchup, because they're going to say, we don't offer you any sissy sauce.
Man, I tell you what, my mouth is watering from talking about all these delicious restaurants.
Mine too. Oh my goodness. I think I'm going to order one from every single spot right now.
That'd be awesome.
And whenever you come to town, you decide where you're going to eat, give us a call so we can come and see you and eat a meal with you at one of these wonderful restaurants here in Roanoke.